Do you notice the world falling apart? Are you tired of the lies and deception? If so, then welcome to my channel where we expose the lies and uncover the truth, helping you get ready for what's coming in the world and helping you get prepared now. Welcome to All Day, Everyday Preparedness. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, guys, I'm here at Walmart. And I'm looking around at the different folks coming into Walmart, coming out of Walmart. And I asked myself a simple question. If SHTF were to kick off, how many of these people are actually prepared for what's coming on this earth? And then I asked myself another question. The viewers that I have on a regular basis that watch my channel, I appreciate you guys. But I want you guys to ask yourself the question. If these things indeed really do kick off, are you truly prepared? Well, today in this video, guys, we're going to find out. So stay tuned. Okay, I'm going to be talking about my top 3 survival skills that you need to know before SHTF. Because let's face it, in today's world, anything can happen. And I mean, anything can happen at any time. Whether it's a natural disaster that happened in Rolling Fork, Mississippi, societal breakdown, or some type of nuclear explosion. It could be anything. So you need to be prepared to survive on your own, because the government is not going to save us. Now, with these top 3 survival skills, I'm talking about just that, survival skills. Everyone knows how to use a lighter or matches to start a fire. But imagine that it's SHTF and all of your supplies have been lost, or they've been damaged, or someone else has taken them from you. Do you know how to start a fire if you don't have any conventional methods, or if those methods aren't an option for you anymore? Now, if the answer is no, that's okay. You just have some work to do. And that's what we're going to do in this video, because we all know that during SHTF, it's going to be darkness and not light. It'll be like fleeing from a lion and then a bear meets you. Or if you think you're safe and you get inside and get some shelter and you put your hand on the wall and then a snake will bite it, guys. Those are not my words. Those come from the Father above, of heaven and earth. So my number 1 survival skill, guys, as you know, is starting a fire. Anything worth doing, or in this case, learning how to do, it takes time. And learning this will be no different. Now, fire is essential for warmth, for cooking, for purifying water, and for so many other different uses. So you need to know how to start a fire without matches or a lighter, because traditionally as preppers, what we do, just like myself, I have a stockpile of matches, I have a stockpile of lighters, a stockpile of candles. But what if I don't have access to those supplies? And it comes down to survival, where I'm forced to leave my home or my place of dwelling, and I'm out into the elements. And let's say it's January or it's February, it's wintertime and it's cold. So don't kick yourself, guys, if you don't know how to do it. Again, that's what this video is about, and we're going to discuss more of that right now. You can use a ferrocerium rod or a flint rod, and that creates sparks when scraped with a metal striker. Now, this was one of my first purchases that I made back in 2015 when I started my prepping journey. Now, another method that you can use is to use a magnifying glass, and you focus the sunlight directly on some dry tinder. Also, guys, you can use an electrical spark to conduct fire as well. Now, this can be done by using a battery and some steel wool. And what you do is you touch the steel wool to the battery terminals, and that creates a spark. And then you can use that spark to ignite a piece of dry tinder. So you want to learn these methods, guys, and you want to practice them before you actually need to use them. And again, you need to ask yourself, could I start a fire to preserve the life of myself and my family without any matches, lighters, or conventional tools? And the answer is, guys, yes, you can learn how to do that. It just takes time and it takes practice, but you need to put that into practice now before these things come about. Okay, number 2, guys, most water sources in the wild are contaminated with bacteria and viruses and parasites that can make us sick. So we need to know how to purify water, and again, without any conventional methods or conventional tools. Now, boiling water is the simplest method, and hence that's the skill number 1, knowing how to start a fire. So now you can see these build one upon another and why they're so important to know how to do. But you also need to know how to filter as opposed to just boiling it. Okay, now you can create a simple water filter using materials found out in nature exactly where you're going to be, such as charcoal and sand. Okay, our final survival skill, guys, skill number 3 is shelter building. Because again, we're looking at this as if you were forced from your home and you had to live out in the elements. So in extreme weather conditions, you need shelter to protect yourself. You need to know how to build a shelter, and that's using natural elements. Again, what's found out in nature. And one method is to build what you call a debris shelter. This is where you're going to take sticks and logs and limbs and leaves and other debris, and you're going to create a waterproof shelter. So ideally, you want to look for a flat, dry area that's protected from wind and any water runoff. Okay, you're going to try to avoid low-lying areas to protect against flooding during any type of rain. Now, you can also look for natural shelter options such as caves, rock formations, or any kind of fallen trees. Anywhere that you can fit into that's going to provide some protection for you from the rain, from the wind, from the snow, from those elements. Now you can also create your bedding using dry grass, leaves, and any other natural materials to help provide some insulation between you and the ground, because the last thing you want to do is lay on the cold, wet ground. So you want to make sure you find some dry materials to use as bedding. But I'm confident in you guys that you see the need to learn and acquire these skills and as many other skills before things really start breaking bad. I mean, I've left some links in the description for some other great channels that I think offer some real valuable information, as well as some real life demonstrations on how to do some of the things that I mentioned today. So you want to go check those videos out and start practicing these skills right away. There's no shame in not knowing how to do something. As long as you're committed and willing to learn it, guess what, guys? You can do it. Our Father tells us that we can do all things through Him that strengthens us. And we can do that. So we just have to put our mind to it and put the effort in to do it. Because again, these things that are coming on the earth, guys, we need to know as much knowledge and much skills as we can. Keep ourselves safe and our families safe. Well, guys, that's going to be a wrap for this video. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give me a like. Also, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you'll know every time I upload a new video. Again, thank you guys for watching. Continue to prepare, and as always, be blessed.